there you go. Absolute relief. Absolute relief, but we made it through 0-0 at the Emirates. We're in the semi-finals against Atletico Madrid. It was a little bit nervy for quite large periods of that game. I think we did, controlled it a lot better in the last 15 minutes, apart from right at the end in injury time when they had a free kick and they could have scored, but thank God they never. That would have gone us. That would have put us in extra time, and then I think we would have been in trouble. But overall, I think we was a little bit better than what we've been recently. I was glad that we changed the fullbacks. We brought in Nkapie and Mosquera. I did pick them myself. I think Zubimendi had a better game than what he did at Bournemouth as well. He was all right. He played a little bit better. There was improvements from other players. I think Martinelli played okay as well. Madueke, okay, decent. What I noticed was Max Damon come off the bench, started warming up, and then Madueke sort of, it's like a light switch flicks on in his head, and he had a little bit more of intent about him, but he did get injured not long after that, and he went off for Max Damon anyway. Gyökeres, I don't know, man. Was it because he was playing his old team? He looked out of sorts. It didn't look good at all, really. He was very poor, Gyökeres. But he got hooked early in the second half for Kai Havertz. I thought Eze played okay. He had a few shots, high and wide, though. They weren't on target at all. The keeper weren't really tested. I think we only had one shot, maybe two, on target in the whole game. But they looked dangerous. They got some good players there. That's Inchao and Kilman played very well for them. And they're right. Is he a right back? Or was it the left back? Sorry, the left back for them. Yeah, he chopped down Max Dam, and again he done it last game as well, didn't he? Didn't get booked, but this time he got booked. I mean, there was someone else saying, I can't remember who it was, someone else saying he made 9 fouls in that game, in the last game, and didn't get a yellow card, but he chopped down Damon and got booked. Deservedly so as well. Arteta and the other coach, they both get booked as well. God knows what was happening, what they were saying on the touchline there, but both them get booked, the managers. But still, yeah, again, I think Arteta's still trying to micromanage his team too much. I sort of saw the press conference, not all of it. I watched the bit that everybody's been raving about when he's talking about the fire. How do you feel? And he went, I feel fire. He was fired up. He was like a rallying call to the fans, and what they delivered again wasn't what I was expecting. I thought to myself, this might be the turning point then. Let's see what we can do. Declan Rice with the armband, absolutely brilliant performance from him. I think he's definitely, he should be the full-time captain, absolutely. It's either him or Gabriel, but I've always leant towards Declan Rice, and I thought we had a fantastic performance. For me, the best player for us. So now we're going to rest up, hopefully have a day off tomorrow, probably go and have a nice massage, all the players, a nice little hot tub or something to relax. Let's just get ready for next Sunday when we go to the Etihad. That's going to be another tough game, and I mean, I was asked before the Bournemouth game, I think you might have seen it on the video that I've done already, and they said, would you take a draw? And I said, if we beat Bournemouth, then I would take the draw at the Etihad. But now I'm starting to think that we may need to win this game. I don't think a draw at the Etihad is going to be good enough. I think we have to win it, and I can't see us doing it. We didn't even look like scoring today. So that was at home against Sporting Lisbon. How are we going to fare at the Etihad scoring against Man City. Can't see it. Can you? Can you see that? I mean, I don't want to put too much of a dampener because we've got through to another semi-final. So it should be a happy reaction. But I am a little bit concerned about the lack of goals. I think we need to score because we can't keep relying on the defence to not concede. And the keeper made a few mistakes today and put us in trouble nearly. So did Saliba, made a little mistake as well. We played a loose pass, which they intercepted and countered. It's obviously come to nothing, but if that's Ireland or another Man City player, Semenyo or someone like that, mate, that's a goal for them. Definitely, 100%. So, you know, we've got to be mindful of that. Raya's got to keep, not panic. You know, every now and again he does that. He panics, he throws the ball out, or he kicks it out, or he makes a pass and it goes, it's a loose one. It's not, you know, you don't find it's an intended target and it gets latched onto and puts us under the cosh. Does that every now and again. I don't know why, because generally he's a great goalkeeper, but he does make them stupid mistakes and it's a little bit of a concern. But, you know, that being said, I'm happy for a change. I'm happy to be in the semi-final. I watched Declan Rice's post-match interview. Very diplomatic. The questions he was asked, he was very diplomatic about. But it was more like he was protecting the team because he was asking him about frustration. How frustrating has it been? And he said, I'm not frustrated. We just got to a semi-final. He was protecting his teammates, and she said something about the scoring goals, and he said, of course we want to score goals. But he was being he wasn't blaming anybody. He was just talking about how happy they was to get through this tie and to be in a semi-final. So, you know, that's how a captain should be, how he protects his teammates and the players that he's marshalling. Managers do it as well. But I thought that was a great way of dealing with it because they try and push her, they try and pressure these journalists, and you know they want you to say something a little bit controversial, but he done well. He played well as well for me, so I'm glad about that. So anyway, that's it. That's my reaction. I'm over the moon that we're in a semi-final. I think we've got a good draw against Atletico Madrid. We've played them already in the first stage of the Champions League. And I think we won that game, didn't we? I can't remember. Yeah, of course we won it. We lost the game in the Champions League, have we? Yeah, of course we won it. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's see how it progresses over the next few weeks. I'm not going to say I'm excited about it because I'm always nervous. I can't get excited about watching Arsenal at the moment because of, you know, previous games and the history and, you know, thinking history is going to repeat itself again. Can't feel 1,000,000% confident. I can't. I'm always got that thought in the back of my head that, you know, expecting the worst, basically. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to leave yous and love yous, and I'll see you soon.